Hey guys, it's Gail with Everything Nash here with Michael Ray, who just came back from the road. So good to see you. You know, at some point, we're going to have to do this like in person.
I know. Hey, whenever you're ready, let's do it. It's been too long, guys. It was weird. It was weird seeing everybody at CRS and just how many. It was funny to watch how many people, because a lot of people hadn't seen each other literally in 2 years. I mean, there were some people I hadn't seen in almost 2 years to the date.
Yeah.
And so you walk past people, and then it clicks that you just walk past each other. So then it was like everybody was getting to recognize each other again, but it was cool.
I saw you. I was at the Warner lunch. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Did a great job.
Thank you. That's always a fun event. I feel like it's we've been able to be a part of it this year, and then I believe the last year they did it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Okay, let's talk about Holy Water, the video coming out next week. Oh my gosh, Michael. Like, I can't even tell you how much I love this song and the video. So talk about the storyline behind the video first.
The video, I felt like this whole song from day one, from the first time I heard it, I envisioned everything that's happening right now. I feel like those story songs, it's what I fell in love with about country music, even as a kid. One of my favorite songs as a kid was Green, Green Grass at Home, which I didn't understand it at the time what it was about, but it's a story song about a guy dreaming in a prison cell and wakes up to the warden or the guards, and he's on death row and he's about to be executed. And so these story songs, just when you listen to them, you can close your eyes, you can see a movie. And so I felt like I played all of this in my mind, just hearing the song for the first time. And Spidey, who was a director on it, we reached out to him, and we've always been wanting to work together, just never lined up, right? And so we met with him, and before I even said anything, his envision was already kind of what I had in my mind already. So it was it all just kind of like played out perfectly. And we knew that we wanted to really, really lean into that movie and lean into the script of the song. It's like, because the song's like a script. When you read it or when you listen to it, you can see that movie. And we really wanted to keep in that vein of that and just bring that to life.
And you did. And it was filmed in Eustis, right? Am I right?
Yes. Well, it's actually a town called Cassia. It's spelled Cassia. And it's actually the town my family is from, right in that area. So Cassia has always been a very tiny town. I don't even really know what the population is. It's a little place, but we grew up, my grandparents grew up, their great grandparents, just lined on out, have been from there and gone to that church that we filmed it in.
Yeah, that church has some family lineage for you. Am I right?
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So the church dates back to 1889, and there's photos. And I remember seeing this photo, and it's just, how the years go by and your family loses stuff, people pass. And I wish we could find this photo, but there's a photo of my great whatever grandparents sitting on the pews in that same church where we shot that music video, the same room, except at that time the pews were like, if I remember right, it was like a board on like cinder blocks, like it was, because it was just a old country church. They rode horses and stuff down there to it, on the end of this dirt road. So dating back to family members, way years beyond me, all the way up to my little niece Ray Lynn, she's gone there, and it's that church really means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the community, and so not much has changed in that church. So it was really cool to bring not only that to the congregation. When you watch the video, none of those are actors. Everybody in that congregation is part of that church, or grew up going to that church, or in my hometown, or family. So we actually, the only people that were acting in that video are the preacher and one of the deacons. The other deacon is my cousin, actually, Lee. And I threw him in there because he was a guy I used to always sit around the bonfire with when I was younger, play guitars with. So it was just cool to bring all of that to this little country church that gave me so much, Vacation Bible School, the dinner on the grounds, all the stuff that you do at a Southern Baptist church, and being able to bring that to them was just a real cool full circle moment. And seeing that it hadn't changed since I was a kid, was kind of like a timestamp that we went back to.
That's amazing. Okay, here's the $1 million question, Michael. Do you drink moonshine?
I do. Yeah. not like it's not like I'm not an everyday thing, but if somebody has it, yeah, I'm gonna partake.
I have something I'm going to send you later. I'm making
Okay,
myself.
deal.
So this song, I was not at all surprised when I saw that Hardy was a co-writer on it. It's such a, I feel like this is such a classic new Michael song. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that means a lot. Yeah, because this whole time we've talked about it. Really during quarantine, focused in on what was the next steps of what I wanted to do and growth and really put more light into the part of me that I hadn't really been able to do yet. And so this song really fit in that vein. And I wanted this type of song. I wanted this kind of swampy, Florida, just Amos Moses type of feel, that old red, that type of uh, vibe. And we were, I trying to write some of that, and it just wasn't really connecting that same way as when I heard Holy Water. It was just like, well, that's it. That's exactly where we need to go. So, and shout out to my buddy Hardy for winning ACM Songwriter of the Year. They got it right on that one.
They completely got it right. I was shocked because I feel like he's kind of the underdog, like he said, but they completely got it right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's not. I mean, everybody in that category. That's one of those categories that everybody obviously deserves to win, and we need more light shine on our songwriters anyway. As somebody that I'm a songwriter, but I also have cut outside songs. It's very important, especially now for the livelihood of our songwriters. They're the foundation. If we lose them, we lose music.
Preach it, Michael. Okay, this song follows multi-week #1, Mr. Ray.
Crazy.
I loved your video. Like, I loved how emotional you got when it hit #1. I might have done this a little bit. Just saying.
I did not mean to. It was fun. I was like, man, I need to throw something up there. I think just the whole journey of Whiskey and Rain, the whole, how we recorded it, just the whole life of this song has just been like no other for me, and a lot of growth during this song's lifetime, and a lot of stuff I had to go through. And it was going through, and so I think it just all kind of dumped in, and I made that video, and then it just kind of hit me, and then I wasn't going to post it, and I was like, nah, I guess it's real, but it was it meant a lot to me, because I say it every night now that we've been able to get back out on the road. We didn't get to promote this song like you normally do. We didn't get to do shows. It was truly put it out there, do everything you can on your socials and digitally. But we really had to rely on fans, on a lot on this song. Like you always do, but I mean, there was no getting it out in a lot of ways that we normally do. And so to see it come from literally this crazy time of being recorded to fans and country radio getting behind it and believing in it, and even if it took 64 weeks to get up there, we got up there, and it's a special song, and I think it's going to be the one that I really look back on and say, that's where a lot of stuff started to change.
Do we know what we're looking at? So the Higher Education had 7 songs. We're at single 2 from it. What are we thinking in terms of more music, Mr. Ray?
We're going back in. We don't have dates yet, but I know that we should be going back in this year. I know. We're actually doing song meetings, and I'm writing a lot, and we should be going back in and have some sort of date for that here in the next few months, I hope. But yeah, we're going back in to finish up the EP, and we've been really feel like I've been writing some of the best stuff I've been writing in years, and some of the songs we're getting pitched have just been incredible, and really just I think finding my sound and finding my place has really helped me as a songwriter, and I think also helped publishers as publishers and songwriter buddies of mine to send me songs that they feel fit, where we're going. So it's been a cool process making this last part of this EP as well as the first half, but this last half is really cool, coming off the success of Whiskey and Rain, and feeling the love of Holy Water. Get you just more motivated for that next half, and you want to keep it going. You know what I mean? You got the momentum going. You want to keep the wheel spinning. So
I want to keep it going. I love the sound that you're doing. You talked about before Higher Education that it was a record you always wanted to make, is what you said. And It just feels so natural for you with this real country vibe.
Yeah. I feel like that's what I've always known. I joke about it, but it's true. Like when I was growing up, I was listening to Earl Thomas Conley and Porter Wagner and Bobby Bear and Merle Haggard and Randy Travis, Keith Whip. I wasn't the kid listening to Limp Bizkit or Simple Plan. I love that stuff, and I liked it whenever it was on, and I respected it. But if I was choosing the music, that's what I was listening to. So I feel like that's just naturally who I am, as well as what my family is. That's what I was born into, and so making this project, and I think that's why I'm able to write the songs I've been writing. I feel like because I'm not trying to fit anything. I'm not trying to fit into a lane. I'm just writing what feels normal, and I'm able to do that with buddies of mine that are around the same age, that was inspired by the same music. So I just feel like it's coming together really, really easy, or easier than normal, and it's just a fun time, to make music.
Okay, last question. I have to let you go. You're on the road. What do you want to tell your fans? I follow you on social media, obviously, and they're like crazy waiting to go to your shows. Crazy. They're crazy, Michael.
This weekend was, it was unbelievable. I called back to my management. I said it was like arena energy in these bigger clubs. It was everything that we were hoping 2021 would be like in the opening parts, but it was still that everything was still hit or miss. And you had some places having rules and some places not. So it was just still, it was there. But man, this weekend, it was like, as weird as it sounds, but it was like 2019 again, it was like, but even crazier, like just, singing every word and just truly having just a blast, and people, it was so great to see an audience just of strangers around, like people that are hugging each other. You could tell the people that didn't come with each other, and just really cool to see music bring everybody together. And I just, want to say thank you. It's not easy to come to shows now. We're still dealing with, some of the rules here and there. Some people are just still worried about what's going on. So it's not easy for them mentally. And now gas is $5 a gallon. So it's not easy financially to come to shows. So to anybody that pays their hard-earned money, especially in this climate of the world, it means more to us than you know. It keeps us going. It helps us support, our guys and their families. And so we've been giving it all we got, and they've been giving us all we got. So it's been a really cool thing, and I just really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you, and I'm coming to one of your shows, and I'm sneaking backstage, and I want a Michael record.
Hey, you got an all access pass to any of them. Come on.
Thank you, friend. So good to see you. Thank you, Michael.
You too.
Best of luck.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sending you big love. Talk to you soon.
Bye.